Why do I keep going back to porn even when I want to stop? That's our conversation. If you haven't subscribed, hit the button. Got a question, put it in the box. Listen, I have heard that question so many times. I can tell you my own heart has cried out that question. I remember being fully addicted, crying out to God, praying I want to stop, and then doing it even an hour later, moments later, the next day. So I'm with you. Now, I've been clean for 40 years. I take a polygraph to verify that. No pornography, no masturbation, no sex outside of marriage. I know what it's like to be free. I know what it's like to be trapped. I've helped tens of thousands of men get and stay free. I'm the president of the American Association for Sex Addiction Therapy. I've trained therapists all around the world. And also I'm the executive director of Heart to Heart Counseling Center in Colorado Springs, where we've been treating sex addicts for about 40 years. And we've been doing 5-day intensives and 3-day intensives for many, many decades. And so there is hope. I have seen thousands get better, but why are you stuck? I want to offer you some ideas. And I want to go down a couple roads here. The first one is wish versus want. People wish to be rich, but without a plan, without working a plan, they're likely not to get rich. That's wishing. I wish to win the lottery. Okay, that's wishing. And maybe you wish to get rid of pornography, but you might not want to get rid of pornography. Because the symptoms of wishing and wanting are two different things. In the wish list, there's no plan. You wish it would happen. It won't just happen. Staying free from pornography is a result of a plan. It's a result of work. So let me give you kind of the work list, okay? If you want to stop viewing pornography, number one, you would block all access. Okay, you'd put a porn blocker. We have a porn blocker on drdugweiss.com. You'd put that on your computer and your cell phone. Has accountability software. You would have that where someone probably of the same gender knows what you're looking at on the computer so that you know that you're not getting away with anything. And that would send a report to them if you kind of go off. All right. And if you're unwilling to do something like that, you're not ready. You're what we call pre-contemplative. You wish it to happen in your life. You're not willing to do the work for it. You would block people, emails. You would get rid of being on any kind of app or list. And even if it meant getting a flip phone, you would do what it takes to start getting free from pornography. You would block off all access everywhere you go, because you know that it's destroying your life. Most men I work with and women who control their own income double their income within 12 months if they control their income. Entrepreneurs, business owners, salespeople. That's how much it's impacting your life. I'm not even talking about the guilt and shame you wake up with regularly. I remember those days. You're not living up to your full potential. You have a secret from your spouse, a secret from your kids. You think you're keeping a secret from God, right? You're not. But if you want to get better, then you have done something where you start blocking. Number two, you've got informed about sexual addiction. Highly recommend the link to The Final Freedom. It'll discuss the 6 types of sex addict. You can go to our website, sexaddict, SCXADDICT.com. Take the free 6 types test. Find out what type of porn addict you are so that you can get better quickly. Another thing you would do is you would get in a group of people of the same gender that are recovering from porn addiction. And if you don't have one in your community, call my office, 719-278-3708, and get in a group. If you were serious, you might want to get evaluated by a counselor or coach who can walk you through the 6 types really quickly and give you a plan. Without a plan, you're not going anywhere because you've tried that already. You've cried that already. One of the symptoms of addiction is exactly what we're talking about. I have tried and failed. Some of the other is you go through withdrawal if you don't have access to the pornography. Okay? You have spent more time with pornography than you thought you would. You might have even upped the ante as to what you actually look at has gotten progressively worse. Okay, things you didn't think you would look at, you're looking at. And so you might have a smaller social circle than you used to, pulling away from other activities. You've tried and failed. You've had consequences and you failed. These are all symptoms of someone who's addicted, and you're not going to get help by yourself. If your plan is, I'm going to do this, you are set up for failure. We get better, okay? In addiction recovery, it doesn't matter if it's alcohol, drugs, sex, food, work, sugar. It doesn't matter. We get better, which means you have a team. Get informed with people who understand what you're struggling with. They understand the triggers that you have inside and outside. They understand how you can get better and free and well. And they can inspire you to live a life free of this, way more productive, way more successful in life, in relationships and parenting, in being who you're supposed to be, more emotionally mature, spiritually mature, morally mature. You feel like a mature person in there because you don't have this crack, you don't have this anxiety of people, maybe they might find out, or you don't have the depression that can be a natural result of acting out. Or if you're acting out with pornography, you could be hiding things that you really need to deal with, whether emotionally or physiologically. Well, I hope this has been helpful for you to kind of distinguish if you're a wisher or a wanter. If you want to get better, your behavior supports that. So look at your behavior. What are you doing to change? And if you come up with very little or zero, you're a wisher. And you wish to get better, but you're not willing to do the work. And that's okay, because at some point maybe you will. But hopefully you don't need to be humiliated. Hopefully you don't need a disaster to wake you up. Hopefully you don't need to hit bottom, okay, or let bottom hit you. You can choose today, right now, to take next steps to start getting free. I know you can do it. I've seen people from every socioeconomic class, every IQ level, with all kinds of disorders. I've seen all of these people, ADHD, get better. Every religious person, different types getting better, every socioeconomic level, every educational level, from super PhDs to MDs, all the way down to people who haven't graduated high school. This is a singular choice to get better. And if you make that choice, you will follow some of the things I've talked to you about. If you need help, call our office, 719-278-3708, and move yourself from wishing to accomplishing. And once you accomplish some sobriety, you know you can. And the last nugget is you have to believe you can. Most people who move from wishing to want have to first believe that they can. And if you believe you can't, you're right. And if you believe you can, you're right. I've worked with both people. You can if you want to. So I hope you want to. If you haven't subscribed, hit that button. And if you need help, give us a call, reach out. If you have a question, put it in the box.